this is Mary with TinyFrog Technologies, and today we're going to be talking with Brian about having an effective website. How do you define user experience on a website?
That's a good question. A lot of people confuse user experience with user interface, UX and UI, because they're so similar apparently. But really, UX is more of an umbrella term that encompasses user interface and some other elements. So user experience is the overall feeling that the visitor is going to get as they're using that website. Versus a user interface is the actual, what am I clicking on, what forms am I filling out. The experience is more about, are the images valuable to me? Are they creating the right emotional feeling for me? Is the text readable? Are they selling me the benefits? So it's the overall experience rather than just the actual interface piece of it.
Okay. What are common mistakes you see with the user experience?
A lot of times, again, that focus tends to be a little bit inward and not so much recognizing what it is that the visitor's looking for. But actually, I think a bigger mistake I see than that is that, we spend as visitors 99.99% of our time on other people's websites. So when I come to your website, if you've done something drastically different, because I've created habits, right? Especially if you're e-commerce, I'm kind of used to a normal way of researching a product and buying a product. So if you've done something that's significantly different, you're forcing me to learn what your system is all about. And as a web visitor, that's something I don't usually like to do. I like to be able to just rely on my habits and get in and out as quickly as possible, whether that's researching the product or actually buying the product. So sometimes we'll hear a client say, I really want my site to be different. And so question is, well, okay, let's talk about why. And maybe what you're talking about is you want your brand messaging to be different, but you don't necessarily want the interface to be different, because then your visitors, when they get there, are not going to be sure why this is different and what it all means.
Makes sense. Thanks, everyone. For more information, you can visit tinyfrog.com.